found a brief writers meetup at the Writers Workshop to create that space for people to share writing on the theme of grief. And then we decided to tie it in with this month-long festival of Diamond Matters. And that's how we come to be here today. I'm really grateful that you are here, and most of us are going to be sharing our words. We haven't reached a real audience. I think maybe that is a sign of the fact that people still, well, I don't know if I want to spend my evening in that territory. And so it's been nice all day for those of us who do to spend that time together. And I hope that you enjoy what we're able to read for you. So I'm going to kick off. I still don't know what I'm going to read. I'm going to read first of all a poem. So I was just in the midst of preparing for this exhibition when I found out in a very modern way on Instagram that somebody I was quite close to had died last week. And he's a guy I met internet dating. And at the beginning of our relationship, it seemed like we were going to have this wonderful romance, and then gradually it fizzled out and we became good friends, and we used to Scrabble together pretty much every day for the last 18 months. And he stopped playing Scrabble because my previous partner dropped out suddenly and I was panicking but thinking, calm down, that's your trauma response. And actually he had died. And it's quite a strange loss and hard to know what to do with it, because I don't think his friends or his family, even though I know all about his friends and family because he talked to me on WhatsApp all the time. So this is a poem I wrote with Simon George Watson. So it's called Just the Rant, Get Online Friend. He was a recovered alcoholic and fell from a There will be no seeds planted in the allotment that you waited for, that you cleared until your hands were raw. I feel so good, he said to me, as you piled the dead wood onto the bonfire and watched the past burn. We followed your public journey, those curated squares of life, a representation of the passing of time, the fresh shoots, new work shoes, canal boat dreams, the hopeful words at the turning of the year. I never feared that you would not be here to recall the unfurling of this year's blossom, the blooming of summer roses, the tomatoes once again bearing fruit. There will be no more bike rides to the sea, no shots of oiled wheels and tightened brakes, no photographs of roadside warnings reading drive with care and keep safe. Your last public share was of coastal expanse. Should we have read the signs there too? Beware of fast tides, hidden channels and quicksands. Were you off course already, in danger then of slipping away? Behind the scenes we too shared stories and wordplay, words of potential lovers, then words of friends. Two characters sharing a soft plot that never found an audience or reached a satisfactory end. The story played out on WhatsApp and Scrabble boards until you ran out of letters. It was your mood, GB. You left me hanging midway through a game, left loose threads and potholes in unfinished lives. The boat breaks free from its mooring as the allotment grows over with no one there to tend the soil. I will miss you and your words, my friend. I just wanted to share that because I didn't about the actual funeral in the end. I just thought I'd not been there with you. And so I watched it online, which was a very strange and long experience. And I still didn't know what to read. It's difficult. This is my book, Dear Blacksmith. It's like 300 pages long. Which bit do you choose? And I just opened it at this page, so let's go to it. I can read that one actually. It's interesting because it contains a grief writing workshop. And it's called the Grief and Sorrow Flapjack Society, which is a bit of a nod to, what is it? Potatoes? Killing people. This is probably about 5 months into it. Today I looked at the house I'm going to buy. It's the one I looked at with you the week before you died. I pictured you building bonfires in the garden or tinkering in a workshop in the basement. We joked about you living in a shed at the bottom of the garden or sleeping on a camp bed in the cellar. You had a thing for unusual dwellings. It was a bit of a leap for either of us to imagine you living full time with me, but we hadn't yet ruled it out. It is ruled out now. Instead of spending my afternoon with you, today I spent it in a community centre in Pittsmore at a grief writing workshop. The It's not unusual for me to be a writing workshop, but here, as I pack my pen and notebook in a bag on a sunny Saturday afternoon, the absurdity of it strikes me. How 1 minute grief is a distant cousin mentioned in anecdotes every now and then, and the next it is moved in not just into the basement, but into the house. How suddenly grief is part of my persona, and now I'm talking to literary festivals about grief writing events, and discussing with the bereaved the etiquette of grief TED Talks, and blogging publicly about pain. Whose story is this anyway? Do I have the right to tell it? Does anyone want to hear it? These are the questions you ponder in grief writing land. It's like the Jane Austen book club, but really sad. One thing we have learned is that there is no rule book for grief. Though there are many books about grief on display, and I take most of them. Knowledge is power, or something to do. The man sitting opposite me says he doesn't get angry. He doesn't see the point. But others rage against death like they are Dylan Thomas, and it's the only thing to do. Some people I know sob their way through every day. Others remain dry-eyed, unable to squeeze out even a single dignified tear. Usually I'm not one of them, but today everyone but me cries as they read. I remain cool and detached. Maybe they think this is just a writing exercise for me. I don't look sufficiently grief-stricken, I feel. The man in the grief writing workshop tells me that it's 5 years, 4 months, 1 week and 3 days since his daughter died of an unexplained cause. I think about the blood in your brain and wonder again if they will ever tell us for sure what happened. I apologise for not being able to remember how many weeks and days it is since you died. It hasn't seemed important. I know that you're not here and at times asking. I thought it was enough to know. When I come home, I make flat check for the first time in ages. For some reason, now I am compelled to count the days. It is imperative that I know when I last made flat check. I check the calendar. It is 2 months, 1 week and 3 days. I made my flat check every Friday ready for your arrival. I haven't been able to make it since, but today I do. Today I am sufficiently together to mix ingredients in a bowl and put them in the oven. When it comes out it looks strange. It hasn't set. It is a congealed mess, singed around the edges. Something is missing. It takes me a while when I realise I forgot the eggs. It is not the same without the eggs. I'm going to hand over to Anna Mills, who has travelled all the way from Brighton to be here, so give round of applause.
Hello. I met Emily during lockdown online, and she hasn't been able to shake me off since. So, my name is Anna, and I live on the south coast near Brighton. I've always swum in the sea during the summer, but last year was the first time I kept going into the autumn and winter. I realise I haven't put in. My daughter Sally died in September 2019. In November last year, I spotted a post of a woman named Helena. I am a bereaved mother swimming in the cold winter sea for solace. Are there any others who would care to join me? Yes. I hadn't known how much I needed this until I found it. We always start our swims by saying who we swim for and naming our lost children. So tonight I will read this poem for them. For my son, for Helena's Matthew, for Evie's Josh, for Alicia's Talia, Juliet's Sean and Miriam's Isaac. And it's a song for the grief warriors. Helena started this part of our story, no longer able to just be poor me. I can't be alone living this way. I must find some others to help me stay in this lonely world so sad without me. I just need others to help me stop shouting, come back, come back, come back. Others who get it, who never would say, you'll feel better. Time heals, even another child anyway. So who else is out there, lonely and scared? Will you join with me our sorrows to share? We'll sit in the wind on the cold hard stones and listen, each to each, though we're chilled to the bones. We'll tell our stories, their stories, your son, her son, Our poor daughters will cry and will hug, then run into that water. Icy cold, quick, quick, get in, don't wait. Step into the pain, the shock. Oh, that's great. We grab hands, hold tight as the waves come crashing. The sea splashing our faces. We stand tall, all together. Waves breaking, tears flowing. We swim, we call. Where are they? Where are they? They can't just be gone. The gulls take their cries. Away, away, away. Back on the beach, skin red, faces glowing. It's towels and hugs, hot blankets, love growing. Between us so quickly, so solid, so true. You'll be there for me, just like I'm there for you. We'll remember their faces, their names, who they were. The water will hold us, break open our hearts, then mend us and cleanse us, break open our hearts.
When he told me that he was going back to Chechnya. I remember my first day in Eton Boundary School. All the boys seemed smarter and better than me. I remember that my best friend from the first school day was Arby, a boy from Chechnya. Our family was friends. His family helped to pay for my students' loans. And so now I too feel like I was them as well. Not just his family, but all Chechen people. I remember putting the black and white photo of Shukevich and my grandpa on the wall in our room. The next to Ukrainian flag. I remember Arby's flowers. I remember the first time getting down to the flag. I don't remember the morning. I remember how I listened to Beatles because it seemed such a British thing to do, and how I longed to finally fit in somewhere. I remember when the English language became as easy for me as Chechen and Ukrainian. I remember wondering who I was now, Chechen, Ukrainian, or British. I remember feeling shame from the source. I remember that I was named after my grandpa, and that I told my British friends about it. When we watched our giant scene, I was drinking Pepsi and joined with my hair. I remember the day Stalin deportation of Chechen people, February 23, 1944, and the day Russia invaded Ukraine, the February 24, 2022. I remember when Russia attacked Ukraine, the world finally realized that my father wasn't a fanatic, that he was right on the war. All my childhood, I dreamed for this, the world to believe him. Now I only want to remember that. And the second short part is like from your perspective actually, it's like partly based on real stories that I know, and it's partly like from the writing. Linda's moment in between. There's spaces in between the past and the future where everything is possible. When you don't know the ending. It's like when I was 6 years old and I was watching the Field of Wonder TV show with my triple sisters. I deeply hated this show, but one of my sisters, I don't remember who it was. It doesn't matter now. But one of them wanted to watch the Field of Wonder and I hated it. I was so angry. I wanted to watch some Disney cartoon, but it wasn't the cartoon itself I was worried about, not really. All I could think was about the stupid show and my dumb sisters, and my mind was racing crazily from one moment when I couldn't choose what to do because I had so many siblings grown up. All this moment of freedom, compromise and forced assurance. All this moment I hated to have a big family. No, when I hated to have family at all. We was fighting for remote control. Firstly, I skipped on the old Soviet film, where there was a song with the word. There are moments between the past and the future, and it's how life. The lyrics have been burned from my mind and the things. My sister took removed control from my hand. I snatched it back, and then I listened, and everything froze. The call on the phone, the voice on the TV, I accidentally switched on the Russian TV real channel with the news program instead of my cartoon. The Russian man on the news telling everyone that my father was liquidated. He didn't say he was this Russian man. I remember it like it was today. He said liquidated, like my father was a flyer's father or mom. He said my father was a terrorist, this Russian man, despite the fact that it was Russian or Chechens who invited from a man. It was the lowest Russian colonizer and Russian Chechens during all the last 400 years, and my father was only defending these people. The moment is between the past and the future. Between the normal life that you have with your past worries that seem so foolish after a single moment, and the terrible uncertain future ahead. The moment in between the peaceful time and the declaration of war. Between bombings, between when you have a corpse and your house is destroyed. I know it well. It happened only several months after my father died. The declaration of the Second Russian War. And the destruction of my home. The moment in between. I had this kind of moments.
Thank you. We call the exhibition space in between because there are all kinds of spaces in which grief exists or in which the will is fractured. And so we've done some writing around that theme. Next up, I'm going to invite
To my darling, St. Luke's Hospice, you were not my first love, but I hope you'll be my last. I want to sleep in your bed when my life is nearly past. I know I don't deserve it, and I'm cheeky to propose when all I've ever given you are bags of past-off clothes. But I hope that you won't judge me, thinking it's unjust. For when my other lovers tire, I need someone I can trust. I want to come to your place and live there, loved by you, so you can help me when I tire, do the things still left to do. I want to lie in your jacuzzi underneath the stars and dream, and eat the roly-poly puddings with those little jugs of cream. I want to look into your eyes as you listen to my breathing when the nights are long and dark, and I fear my own leaving. So this is now my final question. This is all I'm left to ask, though you were not my first love. Please, will you be my last?
Let's go to Mary. It's okay.
This was written for my mum, Joy, who died in October 21. Your joy is stitched through our lives like the minute stitches of our arms, like the rays of sun through the branches, your smiling lips and your twinkling eyes, and laughter at our silly antics, smoothing the discord of our hearts and words. May your joy never be unravelled from the knitted memories you created of birthdays, weddings and babies, and pets, holidays and parties. Sing on, dear Robin, your lullaby, with the sweetness that fills our hearts. May we never forget your tune of laughter as we embrace the sadness of your departure. I wrote that on the anniversary of your death. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Laura, do you want to come back?
I'm Laura, and I lost my husband last year in September. We were together 25 years since I was 18, so still very raw. I've written a few short poems, tell my friend to stop. This first one is called Grief Tasks, and it was written as if it was Jim writing to me. Grief tasks, or rather those that deal with my death, but not with grief. Those tasks, those heavy, hard and lonely tasks, will find their own time when you're ready. No rush, go steady, don't rush. Give yourself permission to feel as you do, right now, and do as you feel, right now. Leave tomorrow, forget the to-dos, and just let's do now for now, if that's okay. Feel what you do as you feel, moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day. And know I'm here with you through it all. It may feel that every task complete, you take a step away from me when you lose a part of me. But I think you're just clearing space to take a step forward. You're making room Riley pointing to your bald head, saying, "That's not me." And I, trying not to gib, would retort, "It's not just the hair on your head, my dear. Some of it is yours." And I think of you as I pulled the first plug hole rodent born since you died. And I think, some of this is yours. Some of this is you. And I stare at it for a while, and I feel strangely sad to throw it away. But I do, because I'm not gross. The next one is on don't make me play my trump card, and this is for people that just don't get it. Don't make me play my trump card, my ace of broken hearts, the winning card that no one wants, the one you know I have. Don't make me play my trump card just because your head is stuck firmly up your arse. I'll use it if I have to. I don't want to, but I will. If you refuse to see beyond yourself, I'll play it and make you take it in. But it is a showy victory playing the top trump, because I'm winning with my biggest loss, and I fear, with my hand forced, I've already lost you too. So it's called I Have Nothing That Smells of You. I have nothing that smells of you. The clothes from your life are washed and folded at home on your shelves, waiting for you to return. The clothes of your death, steeped in suffering and pain and lost hope, are washed too, but they still hold those last days and nothing of you. I close my eyes and try to reach my nose towards your scent, the scent of you before all this, before the end. I burrow my face into the folds of the duvet and imagine it's the nape of your neck. The memory is warm, but it does not transport me, whole body and mind, out of this time and into your arms, like your smile can. And I wish they'd kept something from the washing bin, or from the clothes strewn carelessly around our home in a life you were ripped from, never knowing you would not return. I wish I had kept something you would wore, so that I could, for a moment, be lost in you, instead of just lost without you. And this is called Grief at Night. Grief at night is multiplied. It grows in the dark to its full size. It fills every corner of my heart and the room where you no longer lie. It consumes every atom, every beat of my body and mind. At night, grief needn't shout, it vibrates its cries. And at last, in the stillness, the creeping gloom meets mine. I surrender. And finally, me and grief alive. This final one is called Favourite. I wanted to find a recent number. I accidentally click on Favourites, and you're there. Your mobile, your work phone, your work mobile, your BlackBerry from yonks ago. My stomach lurches and my heart falls. A centrifuge of my insides. I stare at your name, the only name that 4 times over. I stare and remember how easy it was to reach you, but not anymore. I swipe left. I pull that over delete. No more numbers are assigned to another. But I can't rid myself. It's too final, too absolute. And besides, you're still my favourite, 4 times over.
Thank you so much, Laura. That was definitely so. And
I know this is not the loneliest been. I was so lonely growing up, Charles, with that desperation of being 20-something and the only one who doesn't seem to fit. The only one who can go to a party and not only not tap off, but actually manage not to speak to anyone all evening. The only one who never has plans for the weekend. The only one who functions as the ever-open ear for which so many voices are seeking, but with longing most of all for someone, anyone, to listen back. My life stretched ahead of me, and I saw it unfolding as an epic of solitary wondering. What was wrong with me? Why didn't I feel like home? How would I survive? At that age, loneliness is inseparable from the sense of your own completeness. You've grown up thinking that for everyone there is a matching half, another human whose jagged outline will dovetail neatly into the coastline of yours, and you all combine like continents which drift apart in the epoch. It is despair to have concluded the ill-matching landmass will never be found. And then we happened upon each other, William Charles, two oddballs who connected, two shy nobodies skirting the edge of the crowded room. He wasn't a cruel poet, he wasn't miserable enough for that. His jolliness was at odds with the depth of his writing, and because of that he tended to be overlooked, dismissed as a kindly teacher who penned a bit of verse in a play. But he was far more than that. He wrote poems like prayers, luminous reachings and wrestlings with God who persisted just beyond the corner of his eye. We weren't perfect together. We were better than perfect. We were gnarled and scarred, knocked about against each other, marbles in a pocket with parallel scratches and chips. Or old toffees from that, fluff-ridden and inedible and stuck so fast together it takes a knife to cut a new division. Death was the knife and it did the job. This loneliness feels terminal. I don't feel incomplete. I know I am complete. But part of me is rolled up in a place that is sealed and dark and cold. And the loneliness feels punitive. If grief is the price we pay for love, then a loneliness like this is the price for having love narrowly. We were sufficient to each other. We saw other people, of course. At first we had friends who we met up with in the pub or for meals at each other's homes. But gradually, as those couples began to have children and we didn't, the instances became either rare or awkward, and after a few tense attempts we tended to lose touch. Occasionally there would be a divorce and we would be briefly back in contact with the abandoned party for as long as it took for them to find someone else, and then our lives would again drift apart. It seems appalling to me now, quite casual and negligent, reckless even. But I think at the time we didn't much mind. We both had work colleagues who we chatted with over lunch, and then we came home and laughed with each other about the daft things they had said, or planned to see the films they had talked about, or decided to book a trip to the places they had been. For many years we had parents who worried us, or irritated us, or just generally occupied us with their foibles and interferences, their habits and tics and incomprehension of our comfortable approach to getting by. So we commiserated and supported each other, analysed and strategised, and eventually we visited and cared and worried and mourned for them. We missed them. Those were gentle griefs, the expected end of long lives, which left gaps in our life, but which mostly flagged that we ourselves were due to grow old. And because we imagined we'd grow old together, we didn't much attend to the shrinking of our world, how it wrapped itself tighter and tighter around us until we were two halves of one mind, conversing with itself, not caring much if anyone else witnessed our society, and not much wishing to bear witness to anyone else's. People think I was from a company now, but I don't. Okay. The fact or condition of being with another or others. Most of the return to those days have been the ear into which an endless series of responds towards its need for validation. I want back the half of myself, the half that listened and heard and spoken to my own listening and hearing. I want back the conversation that was 3 decades in the making and 3 days in its silent ending. I want to hear my husband's voice, his rich laugh.
Hello, I am Anna, and it would have been my mum's birthday tomorrow, so thank you to Bethany and for everyone here for creating this space and perfect timing for me to write something and remember her properly. So I've got a couple to read, and I wrote this one a couple of months before my mum actually passed because I think I actually started grieving last year when we realised where it's going. So this was written on a trip to Scarborough, just the day that me and my mum had my last drink with her. We had a half litre shandy in the pub, and I just went in the sea when I wrote this. I've been in the low tide, waiting for the waves to pick me up again, getting battered on all sides by adverse weather conditions, trying to dip a toe back in and embark off this shoreline with complete and utter hilarious despair. Towing round the tide mark, waiting for the cycles of chaos to breeze past. Been a bit busy getting pulled under, beached on cold sand, flapping a bell for salvation in solids, trying to catch a wave, trying to grasp that breath, the deep body breath that brings you back to the place where you know you've got this, you've got what it takes. Got the grit to make it through to the other side and the higher tides. The water's sweeping in and it's time to rise. To plant those feet in the sand and say, here I am, an imperfect, glorious, sodden, sad mess, ready to make the best of it. And exist in all of this that I am still so blessed with. And that's the thing about the tide. It always comes back in. And this one I wrote this morning. And this is about everything my mum was in her final time on the earth. It's about her paintings, and I put some of them over there, just some of her little experiments. She'd be annoyed if she knew those on the rock. And I called it A Last Experiment. The days after you died were the silence of houses knocked to the ground. The storm passed, we remained. I laughed with salty rivers streaming from my eyes at the wake of destruction. We don't have the proper rituals anymore. The only legacy that some elders seem to have for us is pain. But you left a heritage in trust of love. Before you died, you let yourself experiment with colour, painting the face of encroaching denials, because it's the only thing left to do. You summoned the courage to play and discover, dripping cosmic array over canvas, daring to live the moments that you had left. They didn't make art where you came from. It was all hard graft and no jobs. But before you died, you did. You told us stories about living abroad, we saw pictures, cuddling koalas in Australia and serving taverns in Germany. The lovers, the friends, jobs, the marriage, children. Everyone says that I have your smile, so I do it often. And in respect of the heritage that you left us, I make art. I try not to let life extinguish the desires that burn. I look for small miracles, Jupiter reflected in a silver puddle on the roof window. The electric flock of parakeets that flew past your window in those final hours. And so we asked the mourners to wear yellow, because you liked to experiment with colour.
then when Beverly gave us the prompt or the title spaces in between, I started to write a little bit differently. And what I found coming out was a kind of reconnection with the loss of my first husband 21 years ago. He was always with me, and my book's about a little bit of that and moving on. But these pieces seem to be connecting more back to that time. So I'll shut up and read it. So I actually wrote this today. So this is hot off the press. If I could have saved you, I would. God knows I tried. Prayer became daily toil. Fasting the currency to seal the deal. Community fueling the fire of hope and rewarding our graft with praise, admiration and friendship so sweet. Drawing a line between pity and thank God it's not us. If anyone can do it, they said, if anyone can beat it, you can. Moments of joy and light flooding the soul, mixed with dread and fearful cold. That's what life was like back then. But you still departed, like sand through fingers. And strangely, the darkness lifted, sparking a new horizon, where I watched you run. You were on a beach with a kite and a boy, perhaps our lost son. I miss you. Perhaps you're safely stored away in my future, a delicious surprise when I, at last, close my eyes. And then I just thought I would read the piece that I wrote, again, with the title spaces in between, which again, I think, turned out to be last week. There is a space in between life and death where many people walk, not all the time, when ghosts whisper and haunt, leading us down paths without map or certainty. I sometimes walk there myself, amongst familiar spirits, no longer wrapped in flesh on bone, to touch the watery interface between what I think I know and the unknown. It is you, my dear, I wonder about, the one I once thought less knowledgeable than I, who now knows all. I turn aside. Such knowledge is too much to bear. I tell myself, life's unfair, and fill my lungs with air. But what is breathing if for nothing, and without you?
Thank you, Jo, and thanks for being the prompts that brought us together. Really, Jo was the person who said she'd be thinking about performance and poems around and that's what made us set up Brief Writers. And thank you for coming. It's been a really useful day and really lovely, and I hope you will enjoy it. I feed it with memories, and tell stories about where it has been, the way it has been battered and torn, the beauty it has seen. Sing it soothing songs at night time when you can, so that it can sleep in peace. And when it comes, this thing called grief, and threatens to overpower you with its force, I wish you a soft patch of grass to lie on, where the pain can wash over you like waves, and the sun can warm your shivering skin. When you want to be cocooned in it, I hope the past may be a soft blanket around you, hugging you close and keeping you safe. And when you're ready to emerge, let there be a hand reaching out to take yours, saying yes, you can go on. And one day may the seeping colours of your love make patterns on your wings, and may your memories be the breeze that lifts you. May you be able to carry your heart lightly in your breast as you take flight again, transformed by grief but fully alive. Without love there will be no pain. Without pain there will be no love. Without love there will be no life. May you find a way.